Oh, come on, Jess.
Right, we're rolling. Go.
Well, they're not be annoyed about the rules. Hey, well done, Jeremy. Right. Hey, give us a cue. Hi, we're the Harvey Wallbangers, and we're from Lancashire.
Hi, could you tell me your name, age and occupation?
I'm Jeremy Gillum, I'm 59 and I'm a solicitor.
Hi, I'm David. I'm 70 and I'm a retired company director.
I'm Tom. I'm 34 and I'm a GP.
Hi, I'm Eddie. I'm 39. I'm a journalist.
I'm Jeremy. I'm 42 and I'm a head teacher.
Thank you. David, as captain, could you explain your team name and how you know each other?
Well, my son, who died 2 years ago, had severe learning difficulties, and he had a little mannerism which was very appealing, and the two brothers above me referred to it as doing a Harvey Wallbanger. So, as we're trying to raise some money for a little charity we have for Richie, we thought this would be an appropriate name for our team.
Thank you. Jeremy, could you tell me your strongest subject and why?
My strongest subject is history. I always had an interest in St Thomas More and my interest grew from then.
David, your strongest subject and why?
Arts and books, and I read a lot.
Tom, what's your strongest subject?
I'd say it was science. I'm fascinated by all things human. And otherwise.
Eddie, what's your strongest subject and why?
Politics. It's because of my job.
And Jeremy?
Geography.
Because you did a sociology degree.
Geography, because it's nearest to a sociology degree, yeah.
Thank you.
Next.
Jeremy, what is your hobby?
My hobbies are cricket, rugby, I had another one. Cricket, rugby and radio too.
Thank you. David, do you have any hobbies?
Yes, choral singing.
Thank you. Tom?
Tom, yes. I particularly enjoy chess playing and knitting.
Eddie, do you have any hobbies?
Not really. My kids.
Kids.
Yeah, my hobby is probably watching my kids play football because that's about the only thing I can do after work.
Okay, Jeremy, if you could ask an egghead any question, what might that be and why?
I'd ask Judith Keppel whether she feels more pressure doing Eggheads than she did winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Good one. Yeah.
David?
I don't know that I got a question.
That's fine.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah, okay.
Tom,
Yeah.
what would you ask an egghead?
I'd like to ask that big chap Chris, who's the taxi driver. I'd like to ask him the way to Timbuktu.
I'd like to ask him, can I go back to me?
Yes.
I think I'd like to ask the Eggheads a question that I know the answer, but I'm pretty sure that they don't.
What would that question be, David?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is that there's a Jesuit who shut up. You're a rotten lot. A Jesuit who practically converted China to Christianity in the, I think, 16th century.
Brilliant.
And you want to know the name of that? Jesuit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What was his name?
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
Jeremy, would you have a question for the eggheads and why?
My only question would be to ask
I've got it.
CJ, what does CJ stand for?
Thank you. Eddie?
Is there one called? There's one called Kevin, isn't there?
There
Yes.
certainly is one called Kevin. He is the...
What should we do with a man called Kevin?
Thank you.
Is my question.
Thank you. Jeremy, going back to you, who is your favourite egghead and why?
Daphne's my favourite egghead because she seems remarkably down to earth for someone so brainy.
Oh. Dad?
Oh, it's Daphne for me too, because she reminds me of my mother.
Oh.
I like Daphne because she'd sort of reel you in with a cup of tea and then cut you down with her razor wit.
Jeremy.
I go for Daphne as well because my esteemed family also like it, so I like it as well.
Kevin.
Jeremy, who would be your ideal dinner date and why?
Pope John the 23rd because he was a very clanky pope.
David?
Oh, it's got to be Sophia Loren because she was one of the most beautiful women ever, apart from my wife, of course.
Thank you, David.
I'd have to say my father-in-law because he let me marry his daughter.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry.
Jeremy?
I'll have to go for my wife.
Thank you. Eddie?
Wife. Yeah.
Wife. Finally, everybody, starting with you, Jeremy, if you could take one item to a desert island, what would it be and why?
Alice Through the Looking Glass, because it's a fine example of Victorian British humour.
Thank you.
I'd like to take a cricket bat because there'll be plenty of very, very nicely, beautifully rounded stones on the beach, and I could be able to hit them with my cricket bat, probably for about 2 minutes before the thing breaks.
I think I'd have to say loo roll, as palm leaves tend to be rather rough on the perineum.
Jeremy.
Now we've learned something.
Elgar's Dream of Granges.
Nice.
Ooh, cool. Educated.
A good book.
A good book. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hooray! Right.
Just remind us of your name again.
We're the Harvey Wallbangers, and we're from Lancashire.
Thank you.